Right, I'm just starting a recording here. I'm going to be playing in the Hourly Superblitz Arena here on Lichess. I'm just recording this rather than live streaming it. It's 3-minute blitz, 57 minutes, so I'll get around 10 games in. And my start rating is 2167, so anything around that at the end I'll have done pretty well. It's always easier to lose rating points in these events than it is to gain them. There's an international master registered there, not played him before. If you played someone before, when you hover over them it'll show the score. So I've not played any of these before. That opponent I've played before, so you can see there it just puts your head-to-head score there. Game 1 should be whoever I'm next to in the list.
9,
so it should be 1
8,
plays 2, 3 plays
7,
4.
6,
I think the sound's
5,
loud enough there.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, I need the sound quite loud because my hearing's not too good, and I like to hear that noise there just so you can hear the move on the board. Just bump it up slightly more. So 2158, good luck. We'll play traditional Reti. Just got a castle here. I think I'm going to play b3. Just look to develop the bishop on the other diagonal. Okay, pushes. I'm going to take the pawn and then develop. Goes with the knight, interesting. Let's still develop, maybe knight up. I'm going to play the other rook across. Right, I'm going to take. So he's gone with the queen. He's given me a move like knight across here. I can kind of simplify the position. I think I'll play that. Obviously you can't take because of the bishop and we have a double hit, so I think I'm just going to simplify this. Let's play d4 while we can. He has got rook across and maybe pawn up. Maybe I can sidestep with the queen because the pin. So let's play queen up. If he takes, you take the queen. If he takes, you take the rook. Otherwise I can play e3 or takes next move. I think I'm going to take. Now do I trade or do I not trade? I can't play rook across, he just takes the queen. So I've got queen up or trade. Actually my instincts are to just play the queen up here. And then maybe look to try and get in. Try and find a square for this bishop. Now he's come forward offering the trade again. Queen up runs into this problem. Okay, I think I have to trade there. I don't think I've got any real choice. I think I'm in a little bit of difficulty this game now. Not played this too well. Let's play the bishop up. But again, there's always a problem. He can gain space here. Difficult for me to defend this. Now which one do I give up? This one or this one? Maybe I've got rook across, but I'm still going to lose a pawn. Yeah, my instincts are to go this way. And then try and play the rook in over. He'll probably just play the rook back, and maybe I could even jump back. Okay, he just pushes up. So up, up. Let's just go back and hit the rook. We're threatening a check and then up to pin the bishop, but it's not really a threat though, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to take and rook across. But yeah, the pawn that I've lost, he'll probably be deciding this game. I've maybe got rook up here, but he's going to get his pawns through eventually, isn't he? So I'm in a bit of trouble this game. Okay, I might as well launch pawn forward. Try and protect this if I can, but I've got to try and get some space. Yeah, he's just pushed. I'm going to go forward and hit the bishop. My king's got a square. Not sure how useful it is, but it's a square. Let's push a pawn up and maybe try and bring the king round, but I don't see how I really guard this. Well, that's a very good move. I just missed that as well. Might be one of them strange days today where I'm just not really focused for some reason. No idea why. Yeah, it's hopeless, isn't it? I'm going to play a wacky move there, f4, just because I've got nothing else whatsoever. It's just a formality now. He should be on relative cruise control here. I don't see how I cause him to blunder. This bishop holds everything. Have to push. Again, I have to go there. There's no way to stop it, is there? No, I'm just going to get on with another game. I've just played a bad game there. I'm playing an arena tournament, so just get on with the next one. It is an arena. See, some players got 2 games already, very quick. Right, 2176, good luck, so it doesn't get any easier. Okay, going berserk gives me better odds. You can see I've lost to this opponent once before. Okay, comes along. I know knight is a move. Knight back is a move. Let's just drop back. I think knight across was a move. I might have been wrong there. And d6 now. Okay, I'm just going to play an end game. Let's pin the knight, and we've always got this and this. And knight out. Yeah, really not sharp today at all, am I? It's a bit of an understatement. A little bit of an understatement, although I can hit the bishop, guard the pawn, which prepares potential push. He's just taken. Okay, I've got pawn up and he can really go for it, but I've got knight in. I'm just going to castle there. I'm looking at knight in here. Hit the bishop and pawn. My knight's kind of short of squares as well now, though. Okay, he has come forward. Let's take then. Oh no, why can't I just hit the knight there? If he moves the knight, I take the bishop. I can always trade the bishop here as well. I'm just trying to play the clock here because he's gone berserk. So he's played across, so I'll take. So now I'll take that one. So rook across, he's got no check. I probably have to push to stop this. He pushes, I jump down. Yeah, I've got to try and stop him playing that. I think he'll push rather than take, or he'll leave it where it is. He does push. I'm going to go here, I think. Challenge the knight. Okay, lets me take. I think that's a mistake by me if I do. Let's play up and maybe behind. He's got no knight check. Okay, you can go there. Let's just guard the pawn. Dare risk f6. I'm going to take a big risk here, why not? I'm threatening a discovery if he grabs the pawn. Okay, he plays across. Well, I've got a check there to hit the knight. Rook across to try and do something about this. He can then check. It's not easy. I'm going to just push a pawn there to try and bring the bishop up. Give him this pawn. Let's hit the rook. Again, try and restrict that rook, hit the pawn. You've got to try and attack, not just completely defend. Try and find moves that make him think. He does actually get a check here, I've seen that. I still don't have any way to break through, do I? I'm going to go after the pawn. Have I just blundered again? I think I can drop the bishop back and rook across. If he comes forward, I've got to check. Boy, he's done well there, hasn't he? Well, he should have just pushed his pawn there. He might have had a win. He did really well there, didn't he, considering the clock. So I'm playing okay. Not sharp, but okay. And another day I would have won that game. But equally, of course, I could have lost it. He played very well. Well done. Wow, somebody's got 4 games in. A 2400 to be fair, but 4 games. Wow. Right, 2430. Good luck. Is that the player I'm playing? Oh, that's a different player because he's 206. You see, I've lost to him a couple of times before. Let's play bishop up and pawn up. Okay, then queen up. Okay, I'll take. I'm just going to develop in castle before I worry about anything else. And knight up. Okay, he just pushes. So I'm going to play knight forward here. Pre-move in case he takes. If he pushes, I'll have to counter push. Of course, I can't take. He plays across. Okay, I'll take that. I wonder whether I can get away with trying to grab a pawn here. But up, he comes forward. If I go up, he's just got bishop takes. I think I can take it. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm not worse off than what I would have been, so... Can I get away with the pawn up here? Oh, of course I can't. He just takes it. What am I doing? Well, what the hell am I doing? Why did I do that? I haven't got the foggiest clue why I did that. Just had an absolute brainwave. Absolute shocker. If he pushes, obviously I have to go up. My knight's guarded by the rook, but I'm in a lot of trouble here as well now. He does go there. I don't really have any good moves. I'm going to go here to try and bring the bishop up. But yeah, this game's already practically lost. Maybe I might have to play f3 as well, otherwise he's got the potential to really jump forward. Let's just see what he does. He has played bishop down. Okay, I'm just going to have to step across. Oh, I've just blundered this, haven't I? Now, what the hell am I doing? I'm not going to even play it on. I'm just going to get on with another game. That is just shockingly bad. Wow, horrific. So this is a rather bad start, isn't it? A rather bad start. Right, 1882, good luck. Let's play a carrot. He pushes, so develop the bishop and prepare e6. Then we're going to look for a c5. Plays knight up. I'll develop the knight first and then look to push. If he plays down, I'll just pin the knight. If he takes, I can take back. I'm just going to take there. I'm just preparing to castle here. Let's get that done. Let's get a tempo on the bishop. I don't think he'll take the knight. Gets me a pawn development move in though. I could even take the pawn and plop the knight in the middle, depending on where he goes. Okay, he's given me that option. I don't mind the look of that actually. I think I'm going to do that and pop the knight in the middle. He's gone back, so I'm going to develop another pawn. Then maybe c5 doesn't look unreasonable. Loses this pawn though. Let's just push this pawn before I risk c5. But yeah, it's going to be one of them days today, and clearly I'm not playing very well really, so we'll just do our best to salvage a bad situation. And again, I can tempo to come back. Let's play rook across, so make sure we guard the pawn and still look to try and push. Bishop back is a potential move here, but you can just block and trade. Rook across, I think I can still push here. So if he takes, I can take with the rook and then trade the rooks, and I've got my backward pawn sorted. I don't think I can get away with taking with the knight. It just feels a bit dicey. So I think if he takes, I'll need to take with the rook. So he doesn't take, no. I think really I have to drop the bishop back, get tempo on the queen. I can't quite push there because he's got two pieces there. Let's see where he goes. He goes across. So that's queen. His knight covers it. I'm just going to take the pawn, I think. I'll pre-move in case he takes. If he ends up grabbing the pawn, then I can take here. He's played bishop down, so I could get a potential tempo there, but again it feels not quite right. I'm going to play queen up and guard the pawn. Pre-move in case he takes the rook, and just got to be careful that there isn't a trick here to blast in like bishop f6 or getting his queen lined up better. So I've pre-moved rook takes, rook in case he takes. It's a safe pre-move. If he doesn't take, it won't happen. He can still grab the pawn in the middle, of course. Oh, that I can take. That feels like a mistake. I don't think I can deflect his... queen. I'm looking at rook takes rook first, though. No, I'm just going to take. Okay, now my knight is hanging here, so I'm going to take the rook. Now what do I do about my knight? I can't go there, I can't take here. I can push though, that's very interesting. If he takes, I take, he takes. I've got rid of his bishop, albeit I've lost my knight. I'm just going to drop the queen back and get rid of the queens, I think. He could play queen d6, but I think he'll take. And then if he plays knight takes, I take back. He takes the bishop, I take. Well, he has indeed gone back. I know if I've got knight across. Again, I can push and trade the bishops and lose that pawn, but I'm going to lose it anyhow. So I'm going to again offer to trade the queens. And again, I'm trying to pay attention to the clock here. Well, he has taken. Okay, I think I need to take. Let's play a bishop up. I've got to be ultra careful here now. I could be lost, of course. Like, knight in with the pawn push is very dangerous. So I'm trying to bring the bishop here. Yeah, that's what he's aimed for. I'm going to just play a move to give the king a square, just so I can sack and bail out if I have to. I might well have to. Yeah, rook down's a nice move. Knight across, if he pushes, I just take though. Let's play knight across to hit the rook, because if he pushes I think I can take, and he can't queen. So he's let me take. If he takes the bishop, I take here, I think, and I think I'm winning. So he takes. So now I drop back and I cover this. And I should be winning now. Doesn't mean I will be, but I should be. Let's go behind and take. If I get rid of the pawn, it's a straight win. There's nothing he can really do with low time now. As soon as the knight moves, I can just trade it. He's played really well though, and he's done very, very well. On another day, he could have won that one, so well done. Unlucky. Yeah, but I'm certainly not very likely to get a decent finish in this event with the poor start I've had. But these things happen. I'll bounce back hopefully another day. Right, 1914, good luck. You can see there you get 20 seconds to make your first move. Okay, he goes back. I'll just develop the bishop. Okay, I think I'm going to take there. Yeah, if he pushes I can just play knight across. I don't mind if he takes the knight. I've got to be a tad bit careful. Let's hit the bishop. goes back. I'm going to make sure I guard the bishop so my knight can move. Oh, now he's hung a pawn, but he's hitting my queen. So if I take, gain a pawn, lose a queen, gain a queen, gain a pawn, lose a bishop, gain a queen, lose a queen, doesn't work. Wow, he's done really well here, and he saw bishop back and I can't really deal with it. Maybe pawn up. If I go back, he's going to get his knight in. Whoa. Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he? No, I'm going to go with the rook there. It might be a mistake going with the rook. I think he had bishop back was a stronger move, but I might be wrong. He's playing really quick though, isn't he? Really quick, so he's going to try and flag me. And he might well do. Well, let's kick that knight. Let's edge forward a bit more, try and pressure this pawn. So knight up is potentially a move. Well, bishop up's a move there. If he pushes, I just take. Just trying to create a weakness in his position. Okay, he's pushed, so I think I'll just drop back and prepare knight across. Let's just drop back. Again, trying to still pressure this. Knight across is still a potential move, and knight in. Or trade the knight. I could gamble here. I'm wondering whether to gamble, because I get this pawn as well. Let's go for it, why not? Let's go for it. Okay, I've got bishop back, or maybe I can take. Ah, there is a pawn loose here, I'd missed that. I'm going to have to let him get that. So maybe knight across here. Really big gamble here. I'm looking at bishop up to try and pressure here, but bishop here to pressure here might be better. But I want to try and keep him tied down. I've sacked the exchange, so I'm banking on this pawn. I've also got queen up as a simple threat, of course, but right now I think he's defending that. But let's go here to hit the pawn. He really has to defend it. And I'm going to try and run up. He's kind of bogged down a bit now, and that's what I need. I've got no chance if he unwinds. Queen along to try and get checks in somehow. So I've got to give my king a square, so make sure I do that before I worry about anything else. Now, how do we get the queen into somewhere like this? I've got to keep him bogged down. Maybe queen back. Let's play king up to guard this should he try and sack. I'm looking at maybe queen back again. I hit the pawn twice now. It's not guarded. If he defends the queen, I can take. And if I take rook across, probably bad for me. He's done brilliantly, hasn't he? If I take rook across... Oh, I can take though. So if I get the pawn here, it should be just clean winning. It's a big if though. If I go there, takes, he gets rook across and he defends it. If I can just get the pawn here, it should be winning, but I'm mindful of the clock as well. Right, I've guarded the pawn. Now if he has to sack, then I'm doing pretty well. I'm just a clean pawn up. I'll pre-move that. He doesn't there. Bishop up threatens to capture. I'm trying to create that threat. If he goes back, there's a pawn. Okay, I've just blundered my pawn away there. That was a bit careless. Very careless of me. How did I blunder this? Again, I'm looking at pawn up to guard the bishop. He should have just taken there, I think. Boy, he's unlucky there, isn't he? Oh my goodness. He is seriously unlucky there. Didn't play that very cleanly at all, did I? Not very clean at all. Well done. Right, 2166. Good luck. Another one going berserk, but I don't mind that. You just got to play your normal game and try and pay a bit of attention to the clock. Don't give your opponent too much bonus time. Let's play c5 and take. I'll look to develop. Okay, I'll trade that one, but I don't want to trade too much. Let's play up bishop up, grab the pawn. He pushes. Might be able to take there, I'm not sure. Have I got a move like knight takes here? Don't think it quite works. I'm going to look to trade the queens, I think. Get the knight in an attacking position. Hits the bishop, it threatens a check. Let's take the bishop. Right, now I can grab the pawn. Okay, now I think I need to bring the bishop out. Okay, he pushes. Let's push. Must be right to trade, I think. Must be. Just be careful. If I play a rook across, he pushes. I think it's a safe trade. He's gonna hit this. Now I'm gonna push here and try and bring the king up. Not that easy, although he's given me tempo in the middle here. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, if he pushes, I think I just counter push. Let's run the pawn. Actually, why did I do that? Although I can still push there. If I take, he's got bishop down, loses on the spot. So we play king up. I think I'll just push here. Hope I'm not blundering a silly checkmate somehow. He's going to have to sack the bishop and he's down a minute on the clock. I don't think I can defend them pawns. So I'll take. Now can I get behind this and stop the push? I think this is the important one to be behind. Ooh. Surely I can stop this. If I go here, he pushes, I take. If he pushes, I take. So if I go there and he pushes, and I play rook takes, I think it's winning. I might be blundering this though. Can I not get back? I can't get back. Wow, I've lost. Oh my goodness. Wow, I've actually lost it. Wow, he's done unbelievably well, hasn't he? Unbelievably well. Wow, I've got the rook back. Blundered the repetition, unreal. How the heck have I blundered that? Oh my goodness. I'm really not doing well at all, am I? Should have been an easy win as well. I should have took my time and used my time in that end game there. It's a 2-1-5-8, good luck. Wow, another one going berserk. I'm going to convert one of them sooner or later. Well, let's take and pawn up. I think pawn up. Yeah, I can always drop the knight back if I need to here. Oops, I've just given a free pawn. Do I give him another one? Let's just play a bishop up. Pawn up I think is a mistake because he drops back. Oh, he can't really drop back. He goes that way. Yeah, because he's always got this threat now, but right now I think it's a mistake. I might be wrong, of course, so offer the queen trade. If the queen's come off again, I've got half a chance, but I've blundered a free pawn. I'd like to play f5, but I give him this. I'm just going to drop the bishop back there. Maybe bishop up becomes a move. I've got to somehow find moves that make him stop and think. Let's try and gain some space. Okay, he comes forward. Okay, I'm going to simplify the position and trade a lot off here, I think. And if I'm only a pawn down but a minute up on the clock, I need to manage my time better. So we'll get rid of one. So again, is it worth sacking a piece? It's probably not. I'm going to play bishop up. He pushes. Okay, well if I take, I hang checkmate, so that's not an option. Again, he's done unbelievably well, hasn't he? How the heck have I blundered this? I'm going to have to sack the piece. Unreal. Unbelievable. How the hell am I playing so horrifically? Now is he going to take? And I go across. So I have to push the pawn. Unbelievable. I've just got to find any move that makes him stop and think now, and if I can't, it's just a straight loss. Everybody's playing well. That you're not going to go berserk unless you're confident that you're playing well, and for some reason I'm just not focused, not sharp, not seeing anything whatsoever. Let's hit the bishop. Again, if I get the queen off, I've got a fighting chance because of the clock. Okay, let's double up. So takes, push, behind. I think I'm alright. If I go back, takes, he can push with a check. Now let's play rook behind. He has to break through in very quickly. I say the clock is the only thing I've got here, but it is something that I do actually have though. Well, that gives me a check, so it wastes a move. Again, I've got to be careful not to let him in. Again, I'm just purely playing the clock there, so I finally managed to convert one of them. But again, I didn't play well, it was down to the clock, wasn't it? Well, that says I'm performing at 2200. It certainly doesn't feel like it. 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, 1635. Good luck. 22 minutes left. Once it's under 6 minutes left, I normally stop, because the games have to finish before the time runs out or they don't count. They do still play on for your rating though, whereas on chess.com they would have bought. On Lichess they do still play on for your rating. Actually, let's just develop in castle here. Pre-move in case he takes. I don't think he will. He pushes. I think I'll just drop back. I can always block if he checks. And if he pushes again, sorry, I still can't use a mouse, I'll just go back. All I'm trying to do is play it simple, castle, and then worry about what to do. And then we might try and get creative with a move like this. Ooh, that can't be good. That can't be good. I don't think that's a good gambit. I think I'll take. I could even sack and try and power in there. I can see his intention to just attack, but it feels instinctively wrong. Let's play up and threaten to fork the pieces and get rid of his bishop. So he's allowed that potentially. Now, do I gamble and go for another one? If rook down, I can check and step back. But if I take bishop down, I can push up or I can bishop up. I think I'm going to go for it. Actually, if bishop down, I've just got to check taking the rook. If rook down, oh, he's missed it. Well, I can just check and chop the rook off. That's a check as well, and then maybe bishop up if he pushes, just take. Okay, I'll check. I can actually, as a bonus push here now, hit the bishop. There's no knight check to discover on the queen. I can obviously take there. Why not? Keeps it straightforward. Let's just push. He can't take because of the pin. So I'm just going to gain some space. Oh, he's taken. He just didn't see the pin. Okay, now I do take, of course. Just got to not blunder a silly stalemate here now. Just get the rook across. Any chance to trade anything for anything, I'll just take it, apart from trade the queen for bishop. Make sure there's no silly back rank issue. Then grab the pawn or grab the pawn. Let's just grab this one, hit the knight. The knight moves as a mate threat unless it goes to one of these, but here I take. So we get the win. Well, I've made it to the top 100. 4 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, but it feels a lot worse than that, doesn't it? It feels like I'm playing really a bit below par, but rating-wise, it's actually pretty good at my level. That's just chess, isn't it? You have ups and downs, you get good days and bad days. 2012, good luck. Let's play a c4, traditional reti, and b4. It's very common to sack the b pawn in the reti. Very, very common. If he takes, then obviously I'll take here. Okay, he just pushes the pawn. So I've got a choice here. I think I'll just take and bishop up. Okay, he's pushed. So I'm going to push up. If he took there, I did have bishop takes pawn. Okay, pushes. Bishop up isn't a move, but knight up is a move. Takes, takes. I think I need to just push the pawn there. I'm just trying to get castled. He's given me potential to go forward. Doesn't quite work though. Let's just try and castle because he's got a dangerous knight move. It feels like just a temporary pawn that I've got. It feels like just temporary. Right, we've castled. I just missed a chance to play d4 because he blocked his queen's path, but now I'm castled, I can unwind a little bit. Whoa, again, my opponent in the last game tried this. I felt like it was a bit too ambitious, but I'm playing a 2000 this time. I've got to take it a bit more seriously, but I'm going to go for it again and drop back. So let's drop back. Trade a piece. Try and get a pawn on this diagonal, so when the bishop comes up, it's closing it partially. So I can take, but feels like I should take this way and maybe bishop up. Bishop up allows this potentially. I thought he was going with the knight, but obviously there's a very dangerous diagonal here. I could see his intention, but Still not easy position. I'm still quite bogged down. I'm not developed too well. If I push here, I'm hanging this, so he's given me the rook. That's a deliberate sack, by the way. He's given me the rook so he gets his bishop on the diagonal. Although, has he? Has he blundered queen up because I hit the knight and the knight at the same time? As a double attack. So let's take. I've got f3 potentially as a move. Potentially at least. So how do I unwind here? I think knight up. If he takes, rook across threatens a back rank mate. So he's targeting this. So I have to try and close this and hope he doesn't get in here. If he goes there, I take right now. If he takes, rook across should be winning. So I've got a check, but not much else. I have to cover this. I have to cover this at pretty much any cost, but queen back looks good next move. I'm guarding the pawn as a bonus now. Yeah, he's grabbed there. So queen down is not now a move. It's actually a dangerous move, this dangerous position. I'm going to have to play bishop back. Can I survive this attack? Interesting. Is it possible to survive? Because I don't have queen anywhere now to guard it, do I? I might be just lost, although rook across pins the pawn. Can I sack? If I can sack with a check, I can drop back. If I can't, I'm busted. And looks like I can't, sadly. If I take, knight takes, queen takes, he gets queen across. But then there's a check, king back. I don't think I can defend it. Well, have I got rook up? If he takes, I take back. If he takes the queen, I take the queen. If he takes the rook, I take. So I've pre-moved queen takes. Right, he's gone back. Let's get the bishop back. Maybe knight back this way. Boy, this is difficult, but I don't want f3, it's got to be the knight. f3 and I think he could just blast through. I'm threatening to grab a pawn now though. Oops, so takes there. I think I just have to do this, I don't have any choice. Oh, I'm lost on the clock anyway, aren't I? Again, I can't pre-move, but I'm just lost on the clock. He can check and maybe grab a piece if he wants. Bishop guards the rook, but I can't pre-move because he could take with the bishop. Again, I can't pre-move. Whoa, that's a blunder. If he takes the pawn, there's a check. Oh, he's just hung his rook. Wow, he's done it again. That time I got it. Wow, did well to finish that one. Got a bit fortunate, didn't I? But did well to finish that one. Wow, this could have been an absolutely cataclysmically bad scoreline another day, couldn't it? Somehow I'm performing at 2200, but it feels like, well, maybe not 1200, but it feels like I'm not doing too well. Maybe good luck. Okay, that does make me skeptical. Of 1400 going berserk. Be interesting to see what standard he plays at. Okay, that's a pawn. If the bishop moves, I just trade the queen immediately. So now I just need to unwind, castle, and I should be just fine. I'm happy if he takes there. Just check. castle. Or I could just step up and guard the pawn maybe. Yeah, I've got to be careful I can run the bishop back, but... Once I unwind I should be fine here. Doesn't mean I will be. I've got to try something like this to get my bishop out at the right moment. Let's push a pawn. No, let's not push that. Let's just play rook across. I can always drop back if I need to. Let's play a knight up. Now, can I get away with this is a question. Knight takes, I don't think it quite works for me. I'm just going to drop back and trade. Okay, kicks the knight. Drop back in this way. He comes forward. I'm going to go up and hit the knight, pressure the pawns. He goes back. I'm trying to get this bishop into play, but right now I don't see how. Now, can I risk this is a question. I'm going to risk it just to try and unwind the bishop. If I could trade the bishop for knight, I'd gladly do it. If I go there, he's got knight back. Don't think I've got much choice, though. So let's just drop right back. Knight back I can maybe push. Well, he's pushed. So I'm going to push. Okay, that's just a free piece. Right, now we can unwind. Yeah, now I've got a piece off the board. Got rid of a good knight for a bad bishop. So I should be doing well now. Let's bring the knight across. Just hit the knight there. He can't really afford to trade, but his knight's not doing much anyhow. Just going to run the pawn up now. I'm threatening a simple check there. That wins the rook. Yeah, makes you wonder that when a low rated player, I mean a really low rated player, whatever level you play chess at, somebody goes berserk like that, it always makes you feel like you might be playing a far, far stronger player than what the rating suggests. It doesn't matter what rating level you play at, but clearly he was legit. He's just maybe a gifted quick player, which I'm certainly not. 6 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. How the hell I've done that? I haven't got the foggiest clue. Right, 1920, good luck. If there's under 6 minutes left after this game, I'll just be stopping. Unless, well, maybe 5 minutes 50 I might play, but anything much under 6 minutes left, I'll be stopping after this one. So grab the pawn. Let's go g3 and bishop up. There are some lines here you've got to be kind of a bit careful because the knight can come in. I'm just going to drop right back here. Right, now I've castled, I can hopefully unwind a little bit. Which way do I want to go? I'm going to play the rook across and maybe d4. Try and bring the bishop this way rather than this way. Just try and gain a little bit of centre ground, maybe even e3. He's pushed forward. Let's just go e3. Knight across is a move, or I can just take there. So let's play pawn up to guard this square. I still can't use a mouse, can I? Let's hope I learn how to use a mouse properly one day, that would be nice. Okay, so let's get the bishop up. I might end up putting it on c3, and if he takes, I'll just bring a pawn into the middle. So now I've got a choice of which pawn to push. Let's play a rook across and pressure this pawn. Okay, let's hit the knight. There is a potential pressure coming here. Not sure it quite works for me though. I'll just drop the knight back. Not in any rush. Threatening to take now. He pushes. It feels like I should go here, but he's got this. I'm going to go this way. I guess he can still go this side though, so it might not do me much better either way here. I can't push here now though. Okay, let's play knight back, and if he pushes I can trade. I might have this split, but at least I get rid of his bishop. But now maybe I can push. Because I could even potentially take with a rook if he takes. Or do I want to bring the pawn across? My instincts are telling me to go with a pawn. The rook was probably a bit more attacking there. The rook was probably a bit easier, a bit better. Hit the pawn. I'm going to have to commit to trying to push this pawn as well. But then I'm giving him chances of something like this. He plays across. Okay, I'm going to push. But yeah, if the knight gets in here, he's got potential to get the queen on the diagonal. A lot of pressure. Although he's letting me push again here. Maybe just go for a straight e6. Yeah, we're down to 6 minutes now, so I'm just going to stop after this game. So he's still letting me play e6, which feels instinctively like it should be just played. Bishop up has got to be considered, but then he can maybe play it. I'm just going to play e6 while I can. If he takes, I take back with a tempo on the queen. Okay, so he's letting me take, which I think I should do. Knight up with a check and knight in looks strong. I don't see any other tactics, but I think that's a sensible move though, to bring the knight in. I don't see how I kick his queen, but maybe bishop up to pin the knight might be useful here. Queen defends, take, take. Yeah, let's just come straight in. I can maybe even take the bishop. So he comes forward. So taking the bishop isn't an option. Queen up looks to be a move. Trade, trade. Yeah, I think queen up and a trade would be good. Try and put pressure on. Again, I've given him time on the clock. I've got to be careful. Alright, so now we want to try and pressure this pawn. He comes forward, so I'll double up on the pawn. Again, try not to blunder a silly back rank. It's so incredibly easy to do. I'm going to take. I don't think there's a back rank here, so I'm going to take and gamble. Okay, I've got a knight check. I don't want to work that out in a hurry. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to check and come here and fork the rook and bishop. Oh, that's a piece. That's a blunder. He was unfortunate there when he just stepped on the wrong square. But that's chess. These things happen. He's got a check, but I can just sidestep or come in. I can probably afford to take there, but I won't. I can probably afford this. Because I've got two pieces to stop his pawn. I've got a pawn of my own. Let's bring the king up so he's not got a knight check. So I'm still playing the clock here. Right now I'm going to go for it and push. Right, yeah, it's going to be a straight win now. Just pre-move dropping the knight back. Doesn't matter whether he tries to play or not. So we end with a win. So how the heck have I done that? I've no idea. I've made it a 24th out of 894 playing. Not exactly well, is it? Oh, it certainly didn't start well. What's that? 7 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses and a 2221 rating performance. And my average opponent is pretty much near enough 2000. How on earth I've done that, I have no idea. But you see, 23 points, 33 is a top 3. I'm nowhere near a top 3. Not going to be able to do that. So that will be it for this tournament. I'll update my final positions after the event. There's no point leaving the clock running. But in the end, it's turned out a very good result. So pleased with that.